What's good, YouTube? This your man Spiel Dog. Yo, man, the promotion gonna be crazy for that fight with Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. Man. Between Bill and Big Norman and Norman Senior, shit, they might need a referee at the damn press conference. You know, both of them get hyped up, and I think they're gonna turn up big time for this one, man. I like this fight. I like this fight a whole motherfucking lot, man. I mean, this gonna be a great. That's a great fight right there. And if I'm being honest, I'm with Brian Norman Jr. 100% in this fight. But Devin Haney, if you coming at just bullshitting a little bit, you gonna lose. B Norman Jr. got to be on his game that night, and he gotta step in there and get ready to cut that motherfucking ring off and put hands on this boy. Because Devin gonna box and move, ain't no doubt about it. And if you can't stop him, he be jumping in and jumping out with them flurries. Like I said, you can look up and you down rounds before you know it, but I think Brian Norman Jr., I think Devin Haney might be just what the doctor ordered for him, especially he got two good victories already since he had his title. This put the right name on the resume. This put a legit elite level fighter. That's a good name to put on your resume, especially when you get ready to negotiate with fighters like Dron Ennis. Truth be told, if he get that fight in November and Boots don't fight nobody, shit, he'll be the. I mean, Boots ain't fought nobody as good as Devin Haney. He damn sure haven't. He might have fought some guys that might punch harder or was heavier, but they damn sure wasn't better fighters. Devin Haney, is a hell of a fighter, man. Don't get this shit twisted for a minute. A lot of times when them guys get knocked, I don't even think it was just a knockout that Devin fought like that either. I think it had just as much to do as they got that big money fight already signed and sealed that they were supposed to have. And I think he did not want to take no chance, not just in getting caught. Yeah, that might have been part of it, but I think he was looking at the check down the road, making sure he didn't mess that up. And that's a lot of pressure on a guy after you've been knocked down three times or however many like it was for him, and then you come back in a big fight. The dude who did this to you, fighting right after you, and y'all already got an agreement to fight again. That's a lot of motherfucking pressure. It really is. And you gotta give him respect for just getting through it. Cause look, Ryan didn't. That's a lot of pressure. It really is. It is easy to be too careful. I think that's what Ryan did, and then look up and fucked up about 4 rounds. And not only do you need to catch up, but now you done gave this motherfucker confidence now that you got in the ring with. So it's gonna be that much harder to get them rounds back. So I ain't got no I'm gonna give Devin a pass for that last fight and assume that Devin Haney that fought Lomachenko and Cambosis and Regis Prograis, I'm gonna assume that's the guy that's coming when they fight in November. And Brian Norman Jr., I think his power is gonna be the key in the end. I think he gonna have some spots where Devin might, pile a few right. He might get a couple of rounds in a row here and there. 'Cause it may take him a minute to figure out how to get inside on Devin or see where he can and can't trap him or just get a little feel of him. Devin is a fast. He fast with long arms and he gonna be moving all night. You know, that's gonna be a little. A lot of people don't want to chase like that, but one thing I gotta say, they already know who Devin is better than I do. More likely they in the same sport and they didn't have to take this fight. So that let me know Brian Norman Jr., if he ain't worried about the movement of the boxing, then I ain't either. I think he the better fighter. I think he the stronger fighter. I think he the more natural welterweight out of the two fighters. I think Devin will eventually get all the way up to 154, possibly 160, but if he can start punching a little harder. But I always knew Devin was going to be a welterweight and a pretty good one at that. I think they fit. I think in Bill and Devin mind, I think they think this gonna be easy. I don't think they giving Brian Norman his proper respect. I don't. I could just tell the way how Bill was acting. The first time I seen him and Brian Norman Jr. on Mill City, I mean Brian Norman Senior. He was basically trying to talk to him like Devin, the motherfucking champion, doing his son a favor. I'm just tripping on Bill and talking about letting him make some money. I mean, he really talking like, I mean, the way he was talking, you would think Brian Norman Senior been calling him asking for a fight or something. I mean, he was talking a gang of shit, but not. He was being disrespectful, respectfully. You dig? And that would be the best way to sum that up. And I could see Brian Senior's reaction, because he was like, "Yeah, it was cool." He said, but when he said something like, "I don't really see it like that, though," and I could see him trying to hold it together. He ain't gonna keep doing that. He ain't gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He from ATL. He ain't finna keep doing that. Matter of fact, he ain't gonna do it no more. What the deal signed now? Next time Bill come out his mouth fly, he gonna come out 2 times flyer. So it's gonna be, like I said, he may need to get a referee in there for them two fathers, because they finna get at it. They finna get at it. Brian Norman Sr. is not gonna shut the fuck up once he gets started. He ain't gonna care about nothing what nobody's saying. This gonna be straight, man. I like this a lot, man. I do. I do, and I think, say what you want about Bill Haney. He a good businessman as far as handling that business for his son. I had to give him a high five or whatever. Definitely can respect how he been moving his son and the positions that he got his son in. Yeah, he doing the fighting, but Bill doing the negotiating out there, and he doing a damn good job of it to me. Now, he made a mistake in the Ryan Garcia fight, but got you gonna make some of them. He ain't perfect, but I like what he's done as a father for his sons. And, I mean, and he got another son that's an athlete too. So I mean, he I think a lot of that stuff he do is just for promotion. Just to pop it for his son. And Brian Norman Sr., Floyd Schofield Sr., a lot of times when it's an alpha male in the house, it ain't enough room for it to be 2, 3 alphas. So that's why them kids is kind of low key like that. You know, uh, Dad right there. But they gonna do what they supposed to do in the ring, and sometimes it's better. That way, if somebody was to not be like, let them not like your daddy, but still like you. Bill real good at that. And I like how he shield Devin from that kind of stuff. He'll take the lick. Bill Haney will jump out there in front and take the lick. That way his son ain't gotta be scrutinized a certain type of way. And I think Brian Norman Sr. gonna be the same type dude. And Kid Austin at the end of the day. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe. Till next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.